Hello everybody, this is Frankie Day from Frankie Day Models. Well, it's Tuesday morning. I have for you the final Revell for Charlie Max build, a dedication build for Martin. And this is my entry to the C54 SKYMASTER by Revell, 1/72 scale. This is the second one I've done of this on YouTube. And it's a very good kit. I think Revell Model Company, they nailed this thing. They most definitely, well, most certainly got a blueprint on the SKYMASTER. It's nothing, all stones left uncovered, this thing. All stones left uncovered. It's a beautiful kit. Okay. Again, like the final build of the Kingfisher, I got some stills on here. Then we'll go back to the video and bring it back, and we'll review what's shaking on the bench right now. We got a couple things coming down right now, along with the Corsair and the Bearcat. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's about it. I can't think of anything else. I thought something else would rise in my mind. I don't know. I keep thinking too much. Alrighty. We're going to take the camera and swing around and take a look at the stills. We'll get back to yours truly right here. We'll finish up the video. We'll discuss something about this. We'll discuss more about the C54 SKYMASTER. Okay, guys, take a look at the stills here. We'll get back. There you go, guys. Okay. As the C54 SKYMASTER, it's known as the DC4. It came out on the drawing board about as early as 1940-41. When the first prototype of the DC4 never looked anything compared to this. It looked like a cannibalized 1049, L1049 Super Constellation. It had three tails. It looked like half Constellation and half SKYMASTER. And they later development proved that a single fin will do it besides having three. And they changed the power plant on it and everything. And they actually redesigned the whole aircraft like it did the Mark Mars. They got away from the prototype until they redesigned the whole thing. That's what they did on this thing. This thing didn't come out early until probably around, probably late 1942 when the SKYMASTER first came out. It was actually Air Force One, President Roosevelt's first Air Force One airplane. Sacred Cow is now residing in the Smithsonian Institution unless they lend it out to another museum somewhere. They do that sometimes. Some museums they get tired of having the same entry all the time, so they say, "Hey, tell you what, trade you stake your cow and put a Memphis Belle." We know that's a Dayton, Ohio. Okay, we'll trade you. You know, it's all very aircraft with great significance. The SKYMASTER was a workhorse of an airplane. It was almost like that of the C-47, the DC-3 model by Donald Douglas. It was a bigger aircraft, carried a lot more personnel, and carried a lot more cargo and medevac, more equipment, more than anything. And this aircraft actually won its fame more than anything during Operation Little Vittles, which is the Berlin airlift from 1948 to 1950. And during the blockade of Russia during the post-war Germany. Were much needed for food, coal, and essentials to feed the poor German folks over Germany back in the war. They were deprived and cheated by Hitler. Left the country in ruins. No government, no leadership, no military, no nothing. That's called liberalism at its finest. Okay. And After the Berlin airlift, these aircraft were taken back into civilian hands. They were flown as various airlines, TABA, Pan American, Swiss Air, all kinds of airlines. Then a year later, as the C-54 actually was stricken from the Air Force and Naval Registry, this is probably as late as 1966 or 68, somewhere around there, in the late 60s. They were actually replaced by other aircraft. But the force industries had great delight in using these things as bread bombers, which they carried a lot of stuff. Same thing with DC-6 Cloudmaster. Did the same thing with those. Now we've got Buffalo Airlines out of Alaska. You got Buffalo Joe and his son and all the gang out there flying these Alaskan aircraft. They got the C-46 Commando, the Skymaster. They got the boxcars. They have everything but the Globemaster. That's going to be awful hard to find. Okay, what's on the bench to talk about Globemasters? I got this Roden C-124 Globemaster scale of 144 scale. Even with a tiny scale of 144 scale, it's still a big airplane. The Globemaster ain't no joke. It's a big airplane. Wingspan 175 feet long. It's huge. And if anybody's got close to these things, don't know what Frankie Day talking about. We got one of these at the Airport Station Sam, which the clam shore doors, cargo doors are open up. They got a ramp. You walk up. You can go take a look at it. I know everything about this airplane. I've flown this thing all the way from Travis Air Force Base to Clark Field, the Philippine Islands. And they called it oh shaky. They weren't fooling. Bounced around a lot, smelling that fuel. You can see the wings going like this, and it's a very dependable airplane. Matter of fact, I think I sat right over it, right by this window over here. On the starboard side of the fuselage, I kept on looking at the wings. You can see the wings going like this. They have to give. That's part of the drag coil efficiency for the wings and everything. Well, the Globemaster, it's a pretty nice kit. It's all back. I built one of these before. They're nice. They're really nice. Big airplane. I've got a lot of Globemasters. I got an air model, 2 air model 172nd scale Globemasters, and a Grand 172nd scale Globemaster. It's a bezel kit. I've done that on YouTube, and I think I've done one of these on YouTube back in the Berlin airlift market. It was the A model. It didn't have the radome on here, and also the heater tanks on the wing tips. This kit gives you an option. You can have the C model or the A model. If you go with the A model, you're going to have to follow your paint schedule, because you got Dago colors on there. It's up to yours. It's an excellent kit. I would recommend this. I might jack this out and build it. I got another one too if you're working on it. I bought this at Smitty's Hobby Shop probably about 15 years ago. This is the Heller L1049. This is the C-121 Constellation, the Berlin airlift. This ain't the Super G model. This is the regular standard version of the Connie, which has a smaller fuselage. The wingspan remained the same. Same thing with the stable. Everything was the same thing, like that of the G model, except the fuselage. The fuselage was extended out of the G model. This is a dandy of a kit. I might be getting shaken on that. Right now, I got the beer can to work on. I showed this to you last night in the final Revell on the OS2U Kingfisher. I've got the cockpit interiors down there. I got to prime it out, paint it up, prime it, paint it, pick out the details. The kit gives you a photo etch with printed control panels on there, switch panels outside your sideboards on there you can control. The cockpit detail of this thing is so. Give you a good idea. Let you judge for yourself. There's a decal with a photo etch with a photo film. Same thing on the Airfix's Hellcat. Goes on the instrument panel. So that's got to be all painted out and everything else. So I've got to prime this first and paint it. As far as I got on it. So I'll be working on that after I get this thing unloaded. Guys wondering what kind of paint I use on this thing. I use my special metallic aluminum. I got some metallic aluminum I bought from Ace Hardware. It comes in these small pint cans called metallic aluminum. That stuff's the best there is in the world. To make it into a plate so it don't come off in your hands, it's shiny like this is, I add this to it. This is acetone. I mix that with that metallic paints are a lot more different than regular. No matter if it's enamel or not, they don't matter. But metallic paints have got some kind of pigments in it that's really hard for it to dry. This stuff here will seal that. It won't dull it either. You've seen my, like this here, the brilliance of the finish it gives you. What this does, guys, it's a drying agent. It works like liquid plate. Works like S&J. It works like Alcats, all metalizer plates. It's the same thing. That's what they use. They use acetone. Some kind of a fast black gyre in there. That when the paint hits the surface of your model, it turns into the plate. You can touch all you want to, and look, Ma, not your hands. And so it's a good drying agent. That's what I did with this thing here. I'm going to hang this up anyway. But the tip gives you a pogo. This thing is about as flimsy as a paintbrush vessel. And so if little Shotzi right here, let me pick her up, which I think she will. This is a nice airplane. It's a very beautiful job. I've always loved the SKYMASTER. It has such beautiful lines. One thing about Donald Douglas, he had the best draftsman that money could buy at the time, and they produced, a lot of good stuff. Now these guys weren't. Everything was designed by slide rule, calipers, everything. No CAD drawings in those days. That was a distant dream for 60 years later. So go down to Ace Hardware, get yourself a pint can of metal aluminum metal. And you take that stuff, you pour it out, and you mix acetone into it, till it's almost like a consistence of a thick water almost. And when it goes past the airbrush, it hits that plastic and nice and shiny, won't come off your hands or anything like that. Okay, let's see here. I got the instructions there. Put this away. I always save my instructions these things. I think it's an excellent idea. What I started doing, I always take my instructions. I scan these things and put them online. That way, a lot of fellows out there, even me or anybody, that lost your instructions, because shit happens, you know. I mean, you put a model somewhere, get your plans laying over here. You got stuff laying over like that, out of sight, out of mind. It gets lost. You only find it when you ain't gonna look for it. So you need for instructions. Get online. It has everything on there. You just search into Google or Firefox or whatever you got there. Okay, I'll probably be building this winter time when it comes to ships. I never built one of these before. I think I mentioned this in one of my videos. I think it was on the Kingfisher. The white whale. The sweetheart of Australia and England. This is the SS Canberra. Anybody's got one of these or the Southern Cross, put it in the safe. I was very lucky to paint this kit. I bought this down at Schultz's Hobby Shop. It must have been about a year ago. I went down there. I think I paid $40 for it. $39.95 he wanted for it. He had no idea this thing was worth a lot of money. Like I said, anybody got it, put it in the safe, lock it up, forget about it. So, I got that. On my Corsair, I got the bottom wing on there attached. I'll probably work on that part this evening. So while there's uploading, I'll be hopping on Bearcat, doing some priming, doing some painting on the interior detail. I'll probably have a video up this evening on the Bearcat. I'm getting pretty ahead of myself now, guys. I'm really not. I was really surprised I had this thing done today. You know. And I said, "What the hell, Frank? Go ahead and get this thing done. You're downhill stretch now." And it was. I got about 3 hours. I was on this thing today, and got it all finished by now. Okay, that's enough of the video. This is the video number 2 of my C54 SKYMASTER by Revell. This is the conclusion of Charlie Mack's dedication build for Martin. I don't know if he passed away or something. I don't know. I just cut some of the video. I don't stay too current on other people's videos, fellas. I'm always out there on either building models or I'm doing research, doing something, and I don't keep up with everybody on there. And when I seen that beautiful DC3 that Charlie Mack was building, and it was supposed to be a special build for Martin. And I don't know if it was deceased or just something to dedicate to him or something. Wherever it is, this is the build. And Charlie Mack's the host of that. So thanks, Charlie, for letting me join in. It gave me a reason to finish up this SKYMASTER. And thank you very much for letting me get in on the Pearl Harbor Group build. I'm glad I've done it for you, sir. I got it all finished. And I'm slow, but I get it done. I love building slow. Build too fast, you don't look right. Build slow, you look excellent. And you always catch something all the time. A mistake. Okay, that's it for the C54 SKYMASTER. That's it for Frankie Day. Outside, it's overcast. You got a lot of cumulus clouds out there. And I don't know if it's going to rain or what. It possibly could. It's getting kind of overcast outside, so it may rain out here. So take the day off. I don't know what's going on in your neck of the woods, so take a day off. Enjoy the beautiful day that God gave us. Get yourself a kit. Get yourself your beverage of choice. Snacks, whatever, do. Just relax, kick off your shoes, grab yourself some glue and a kit. Just get nuts. And enjoy yourself. This is it for the C54 SKYMASTER, the Pride of Berlin. This is it for Frankie Day. Make Mama happy. Take care of the little ones always. Take care of yourselves. Stay focused when you drive. Spend wisely and be aware of your surroundings. Like Stu Avery says, get crazy. Don't worry about things. Things always work themselves out. Take the rest of the day off, boys. Have a good day. I love you, fellas. And take care. God bless you all.